The centrifugal compressors are generally used for refrigerants that require A. Small displacements and low condensing pressures. B. Large displacements and high condensing pressures. C. Small displacements and high condensing pressures. D. Large displacements and low condensing pressures. The correct answer is large displacements and low condensing pressures. The water, alcohol and ammonia have same refrigerating effect at different altitudes. A. Yes. B. No. C. D. The correct answer is no. The automobile radiator is a heat exchanger of A. Parallel flow type. B. Counter flow type. C. Cross flow type. D. Regenerator type. The correct answer is cross flow type. In mechanical refrigeration system, the refrigerant occurs as liquid between condenser and expansion valve. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. A heat pump working on a reversed Carnot cycle has a C.O.P. of 5. It works as a refrigerator taking 1 kilowatt of work input. The refrigerating effect will be A. 1 kilowatt. B. 2 kilowatts. C. 3 kilowatts. D. 4 kilowatts. The correct answer is 4 kilowatts. The curved lines on a psychrometric chart indicates A. Dry bulb temperature. B. Wet bulb temperature. C. Dew point temperature. D. Relative humidity. The correct answer is relative humidity. During humidification process increases A. Wet bulb temperature. B. Relative humidity. C. Dry bulb temperature. D. Specific humidity. The correct answer is relative humidity. A pressure gauge on the discharge side of a refrigerant compressor reads too high. The reasons will be A. Lack of cooling water. B. Water temperature being high. C. Dirty condenser surface. D. All of these. The correct answer is all of these. The counter current flow heat exchanger can transfer heat than parallel flow heat exchanger. A. Less. B. More. C. D. The correct answer is more. The freon group of refrigerants are A. Halocarbon refrigerants. B. Azeotrope refrigerants. C. Inorganic refrigerants. D. Hydrocarbon refrigerants. The correct answer is halocarbon refrigerants. For evaporators and condensers for the given conditions, the logarithmic mean temperature difference Tm for parallel flow is that for counter flow. A. Equal to. B. Less than. C. Greater than. D. The correct answer is equal to. A vapour absorption refrigerator uses as a refrigerant A. Water. B. Ammonia. C. Freon. D. Aqua ammonia. The correct answer is aqua ammonia. Thermal conductivity of air increases with rise in temperature. A. Correct. B. Incorrect. C. D. The correct answer is correct. The material of pipelines for a system using ammonia as a refrigerant should be copper. A. Yes. B. No. C. D. The correct answer is no. The wavelength corresponding to the maximum energy is inversely proportional to the absolute temperature. This statement is called Planck's law. A. Yes. B. No. C. D. The correct answer is no. Which of the following refrigerant has the highest freezing point? A. Ammonia. B. Carbon dioxide. C. Sulfur dioxide. D. R12. The correct answer is carbon dioxide. Air conditioning means A. Cooling. B. Heating. C. Dehumidifying. D. All of these. The correct answer is all of these. The emissivity for a black body is A 0, B 0.5, C 0.75, D 1. The correct answer is 1. Which of the following would lead to a reduction in thermal resistance? A. In conduction, reduction in the thickness of the material and an increase in thermal conductivity. B. In convection, stirring of the fluid and cleaning the heating surface. C. In radiation, increasing the temperature and reducing the emissivity. D. All of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. The ratio of the thickness of thermal boundary layer to the thickness of hydrodynamic boundary layer is equal to Prandtl number n, where n is equal to A 1,3, B 2,3, C 1, D 1. The correct answer is 1,3. Free convection flow depends on A. Density, B. Coefficient of viscosity, C. Gravitational force, D. All of these. The correct answer is all of these. The critical pressure of a liquid is the pressure A. above which a liquid will remain a liquid, B. above which a liquid will explode, C. above which a liquid will always convert into a vapor, D. below which a liquid will always be in vapor form. The correct answer is above which a liquid will remain a liquid. Conduction is a process of heat transfer A. from one particle of the body to another without the actual motion of the particles, B. from one particle of the body to another by the actual motion of the heated particles, C. from a hot body to a cold body in a straight line without affecting the intervening medium, D. none of the above. The correct answer is from one particle of the body to another without the actual motion of the particles. Thermal diffusivity of a substance is A. directly proportional to the thermal conductivity, B. inversely proportional to density of substance, C. inversely proportional to specific heat, D. all of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. Fouling factor is used A. in heat exchanger design as a safety factor, B. in case of Newtonian fluids, C. when a liquid exchanges heat with a gas, D. none of the above. The correct answer is in heat exchanger design as a safety factor. The natural convection air-cooled condensers are used in A. domestic refrigerators, B. water coolers, C. room air conditioners, D. all of these. The correct answer is domestic refrigerators. The process generally used in winter air conditioning to warm and humidity the air is called A. humidification, B. dehumidification, C. heating and humidification, D. cooling and dehumidification. The correct answer is heating and humidification. At 100 relative humidity, wet bulb temperature, dry bulb temperature, dew point temperature, and saturation temperature are equal. A. correct, B. incorrect, C. D. The correct answer is correct. Bell-Coleman cycle is A. reversed Carnot cycle, B. reversed Otto cycle, C. reversed Joule cycle, D. reversed Rankine cycle. The correct answer is reversed Joule cycle. Sulfur dioxide is extremely toxic and non-flammable. A. true, B. false, C. D. The correct answer is true. The transfer of heat from one body to another takes place only when there is a temperature difference between the bodies. A. yes, B. no, C. D. The correct answer is yes. Which of the following statement is correct for ammonia as a refrigerant? A. It is toxic to mucous membranes. B. It requires large displacement per TR compared to fluorocarbons. C. It reacts with copper and its alloys. D. All of these. The correct answer is all of these. The wet bulb temperature at 100 relative humidity is dew point temperature. A. Same as. B. Lower than. C. Higher than. D. The correct answer is same as. The use of heat exchangers is made in A. Radiators in automobile. B. Condensers and boilers in steam plants. C. Condensers and evaporators in refrigeration and air conditioning units. D. All of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. In a heat exchanger with one fluid evaporating or condensing, the surface area required is least in A. Parallel flow. B. Counter flow. C. Cross flow. D. All of these. The correct answer is all of these. Which of the following statement is correct? A. A gray body is one which absorbs all radiations incident on it. B. At thermal equilibrium the emissivity and absorptivity are same. C. The energy absorbed by a body to the total energy falling on it is called emissivity. D. A perfect body is one which is black in color. The correct answer is at thermal equilibrium the emissivity and absorptivity are same. The horizontal and uniformly spaced lines on a psychrometric chart indicates relative humidity. A. Correct. B. Incorrect. C. D. The correct answer is incorrect. The sensible heat gain is due to the difference between the fresh air and the air in space. A. Temperature. B. Humidity. C. D. The correct answer is temperature. During cooling and dehumidification, dry bulb temperature A. remains constant. B. increases. C. decreases. D. The correct answer is decreases. The coefficient of performance of Electrolux refrigerator is the ratio of A. heat supplied by the gas burner to the heat absorbed by the evaporator. B. heat absorbed by the evaporator to the heat supplied by the gas burner. C. heat supplied by the gas burner minus the heat absorbed by the evaporator to the heat supplied by the gas burner. D. heat absorbed by the evaporator minus the heat supplied by the gas burner to the heat absorbed by the evaporator. The correct answer is heat absorbed by the evaporator to the heat supplied by the gas burner. The sulfur sticks in case of leakage of ammonia refrigerant gives white smoke. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. During gas charging in an ammonia vapor compression system, the connection is made at the compressor outlet. A. Agree. B. Disagree. C. D. The correct answer is agree. The conditioned air supplied to the room must have the capacity to take up A. room sensible heat load only. B. room latent heat load only. C. both room sensible heat and latent heat loads. D. none of the above. The correct answer is both room sensible heat and latent heat loads. The process of removing moisture from the air without change in its dry bulb temperature is called dehumidification. A. Correct. B. Incorrect. C. D. The correct answer is correct. The specific humidity during dehumidification process A. remains constant. B. increases. C. decreases. D. The correct answer is decreases. Which of the following refrigerant has the lowest freezing point? A. R11. B. R12. C. R22. D. ammonia. The correct answer is R22. For a white body, absorptivity 0, reflectivity 1 and transmittivity 0. A. Correct. B. Incorrect. C. D. The correct answer is correct.